way, y'all. The moment I press play, look at that. Looking good. Looking good. Hey, it's your girl Melikia K. Courtney. How are you doing today? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. This is episode, let me lean and see, episode 104. It has been my honor and pleasure to come and serve you and just bring you the messages that matter. I am definitely one of those humans who I am grateful. I'm a grateful woman and I believe in the divine instruction. Okay, so when Sovereign Divine pulls up on you and says, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna need you to do a thing," guess what you need to do? Go do that thing. And that's pretty much how I am here before you today, sharing the message. So today's conversation is the personal energy conversation, the one that you've been avoiding. Yeah, we're gonna have that conversation today. And like they say in the church, and gratitude is how we start every episode. Ain't nothing different today. Our format has changed. So, opposed to pressing to be with you for an hour, I will be with you until the oil stops pouring. Okay, which means it might be 20 minutes, it might be 30, it might take the full hour, and I'm okay with that too. Also, to be known, we have entered the second phase where wonderful conversations are happening with guests. So far, I've had a couple of guests on, and I'm enjoying that format. So we will continue. I'm in talks with a few wonderful women. I'm going to add some gents to that roster too. But to bring the people who have inspired me by their life, their decisions, their child rearing, their pursuit of education, and their implementation, the impact, I am doing my best to gather those wonderful people and bring them right here to you on SXP MetaMorphosis 365. Thanks for coming. And I got to shout out Sunshine Cromwell because she's been with us the whole ride. Thank you, Sunshine, for getting that information over to me and welcome me to come over here. How y'all like the new intro? New music, new vibe. I'm feeling it. I hope you are too. All right, so let's get into this conversation. Y'all know how I do. Some greetings, some gratitude, some growth. All right. And I got my notes, so we stay on track. Okay, let's shift the conversation. I am in the writing period. Okay, what does that look like? It looks like April. Every April for the last I have been in the chair writing. Does that mean that I get to let go of all the other things that I'm doing? No. But it does mean a wonderful 30 for 30 poetry. Shout out to all my poets who are aggressing that 30 for 30 and doing your thing. Good for you. If it is that you need some prompts, you can find them over on my Facebook page. It's Melikia K. Courtney. And I think I may have posted it on Instagram. That's Malikia.LadyMolotov, which is spelled MOLOTAV. Find them there. And what I will do, excuse me, is make sure that they are posted on IG if they're not there. But I think they are. Okay, great. So that having been said, hey Bronia, hey Scott, what's going on? I have to push the button, y'all. I'm glad you can hear me. I didn't even check for that, and I'm just talking away because you guys know that I am learning tech. I'm the doer. I love having folks in the chair, the grown-ups. But it's important to me to know every aspect of the things that I do so that if someone is not available, I can still facilitate and mind my words. Very important to me. I hope that's important to you too. Okay. So October 2024, book came. I knew it was for me to write. The instruction was to write the book. Conversations with the Lord. Like, listen, you see what this calendar is looking like. I was not about to be able to sit down and start writing a thing until April of the following year, which was 2025. So April 2025 rolls around. I am ready. Let me tell you how ready I am. I am so ready that when the idea first came, I sat and I wrote down the skeleton of the book. I knew where it was going, had an idea of who was about to be there. Well, April rolls around 2025. I sit down and begin to pen this book. Pen and click because electronics are involved, right? So when I get into the right, when I tell you it unfolds not once, not twice, 3 times. And for those who are authors, we're about to sip this. Great. For those who are authors, then you know what it is to sit in your body, to fall back, if you will, and let the story come. All right, so I'm in the fallback, I'm letting the story come. Buddy, it's stage. I'm like, hold up, I'm writing a novel. Buddy, it's film. I'm like, all right, bet. So now we have 3 legs of something so big. And I was just sitting down to write a novel, but it ain't got great. All right, that was April 2025. I wrote again, like I showed you earlier, till the oil stopped pouring. And I'm like, okay, the film end of it, done. 72 scenes, done. Ideas in place, some things to answer. I need an adult. But roll around April 2026. Now we here, right? And it is time to finish the novel. I found that I was feeling a bit stuck. And when I got to hunting, here's what I found. This was a conversation about energy. Do a lot. And I know that it is for me to do a lot. So this ain't that. But I needed to fine tune my outlets. For those who are taking notes, that's your first clue. Fine tune your outlets. In my notes, I started in a different place with your inputs. So let's put them together. It is important who you allow to put into you, what you plug into your input, okay? You're drawing, you're taking in, you're keeping company, you're having conversations, you're going to work, you listen to music, you're reading books, you're touching foods, you're eating, all of the things that you're doing, making love or purely having sex, however it falls down for you. You're doing all these wonderful things. And trust me, this is not a good or a bad or right or wrong conversation. I ain't got no time and no dog in that fight. What I'm going to tell you is start measuring how it's affecting you. But so I'm wondering, why am I not getting this done? Normally, let me tell you who I am. I guess I should say it. When I sit down and write a book, y'all, first book I did in 45 days, the first one I completed, because I jagged it like many people do. Oh, I'm gonna write a book, I'm gonna write a book. A decade go by. I ain't wrote that book. Oh, I'm gonna write a book, I'm gonna write it back. A decade go by and I still ain't wrote the book. Okay, so finally I sat my tail down with a cohort who was doing it for 45 days, got it done, wouldn't go to sleep until it was done. Do you understand? Because I was done BSing myself, saying I was gonna do something and not doing it. I was a liar. Okay. And for those who are offended by that, be offended, stop lying to yourself. And I'm not being harsh or trying to harm you. I'm trying to encourage you to get over that hump. But so got it done. When I tell you the weight that was lifted off of me, the understanding that came, the picture that cleared, I'm an honest person. I'm a loving person. I'm a kind person. At the same time, I was warring against myself, wrestling myself for that energy, the doer, the talker. Mm-mm. Let's talk about what was around me. I run a mastermind. Actually, not just a mastermind at the time, probably a couple of them. Let's think. Any dates on it. But however, I'm one of them. I believe in group coaching, run that. I believe in life coaching, run that. Social impact, do that every February. We do a day of healing. Running up on 5 years now with that one, but all the other things, DV over 25 years, solutions and awareness, homeless fundraisers. Get the picture. So I'm doing all these things. That's a lot of energy out there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Again, it's not a good or bad conversation. What it is a reminder. I had to really sit with myself and I was getting sick. I'm like, why am I getting sick? Why am I getting sick back to back? And I share all these things with you so that you can go and do your self inventory. I call it introspection. And I believe in introspection. I'm doing introspection, but I hadn't been really looking fine tunedly very closely into that aspect. I knew I was feeling drained. I knew I was doing a lot and I wasn't doing it alone. Thank God. I had people around that were supportive, that were participating, especially with a day of healing. or that would not come to life or be. Anyway, fast forward it. I had to understand what I was plugging into. I got into a period where I was watching things. I love videos. Most of my videos that I watch are about learning. Same time, I'm delving off into new areas, and I began to understand time suck, energy suck. Start closing the doors on that. I started praying. For those who don't do it, I encourage you to try it. Praying and meditating. Okay, sovereign divine God, who or what is around me that is draining the life force energy out of me? The life energy force that is supposed to go to X, Y, or Z. This is your clue. Take your notes. It is for us to take time and understand what we're plugged into, what we allow as our input, and then what and who are plugged into us. Think of it like your lamps that require ACDC. You plug it in, you can turn that bad boy on and run it. If that power goes out, it ain't fit to run. It's not gonna run for you. No, no. All right. So in the same manner, we are electric body. Do you know that? Do you feel the current? I am one of those humans that can feel the text message coming. It's gotten better as years have gone on, thank God. But I can still feel the energy of the computer, the lights, the phone, the refrigerator, the stove. Get the picture? And for those of us who move like that, who are empathic, who do love, who do pour in, and I guess I didn't say that I run events too, 3-day events for the women where I love people back to life, an energetic exchange. And for clarity, dear heart, every encounter you have can potentially become an energy exchange. I am fortunate to be a part of a beautiful circle of women and men, light bearers, light carriers. And for one another, we hold light and hold one another. Do you have that? Do you have the covering? Do you understand seals? Do you understand opening yourself? Do you understand closing yourself off? A lot of people, they perceive it as the recluse, right? Reclusive behavior, or standoffish, nobody's friend. It's just unfriendly. That is the case. Sometimes it displays that way. You need to fall back. You need to protect and preserve your energy. This is that conversation that maybe you ain't want to have, because it's possible that it's somebody around you who is a constant rain shower, a storm drain, and you find that you are not able to seal the holes in your cup. Well, it's time to examine what caused the holes. It's time to understand, do you need a whole new cup, darling? Or is it that it's time to paste that cup up? Do you need a patchwork? Can you Bob the Builder it? Find out, find out. Now, when it comes to your being, you're not about to go grab a whole new body, are you? A light body, a spirit body, a heart body, a work body, a thought body, imagination body, all these bodies kind of that we move in. Ain't about to happen. Okay. So it is that you fall back, sit back into yourself, give yourself a little space and distance to see. And if it is that you move as a scientist, ain't nothing wrong with that. Start putting people on pause and see what happens. Are you flooded with energy? Do you become more productive when so and so is not on your phone or in your face? Or is it that you're more productive when so and so is on your phone and in your face? You are focused, you are aligned, you are forward, you are at peace, you're in your waters, and it feels good. Those are the people you want to plug into and allow to plug into you, because there is a fair exchange. All right. And sometimes it's even not fair exchange. You're benefiting more than they are, but there is a give from your part to them. Flip side of that coin being, or ain't no benefit, where it is constantly you pouring out, you pouring out, you pouring out, and it's a dead ass cup. You're pouring into something that fully has holes and is not trying to patch that bad boy up. So you're just pouring out, pouring out. There is no sowing going on. So there will be no reaping. It is for you to start taking inventory and find out. Now I got to push these buttons. I don't remember which ones of them I pushed, I didn't. So we're going to start it from the top. There we go. Just to make sure. Because when I go back and rewatch this, i.e., YouTube, go hit the replays and get these here young notes. Hey, good evening. What's going on? What's going on? I can see the comments too because trying to take time to read them. Oh, I probably should leave up a little bit longer because that was kind of fast. Do 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 do. All right, let's jump to these notes. Read the first two already. Guard your inputs. You want to limit your exposure to anything that is draining. Again, I pointed out your social media, doom scrolling, the constant contact with a remote control. My workaholics, ooh, where you at? Can't nobody find you because you working. Can't nobody find you because creating. You can't go to nobody's birthday party. You ain't hit a barbecue with your family and God knows when. All right, that kind of thing. It is that you must. And I had a conversation with my cousin too. Got to pick your head up. I'm one of those humans who can get. I put my head down, y'all, and I'm getting it done. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into Monday today. Guess what I did? Booty meat in the seat to write. What did it require? It required me moving into a skeleton access. Only certain people can access me while I'm writing. Why is that? Because I feel, understand, translate, transmute, have to shape, reform, must clean this energy around me because I am creating something to share with the masses. It is not well for me to allow a negative seed, a negative construct to be born in my work. All right. Go ahead and rewind that and hit the replay on that when you get a minute, not right now. Okay. So this is the seriousness that's involved. A lot of us we move through our days and it is we believe we're just doing our day. We're just living. We're just living. Yeah, we are, but are you living intentionally and consciously and consciously? Those are some really good questions to tend to yourself with. All right. And I encourage you to take those questions with you into your meditation. Take them with you into your pen and pad time. Do you have pen and pad time where that phone is not in your hand, the computer is not in your face, and neither is anybody the hell else? It's just you, that pen, that paper, your God, if you have one, and your thoughts. Are you thinking for yourself? One of the beautiful people in my life works for data companies and companies who create the things we consume. It is their belief that there are no original thoughts anymore. That because people are so inundated and addicted to these devices that they're only recycling thought. Ain't that scary as hell? Do not let that be said of you. All right. Make it a practice of thinking for yourself. When you're hearing this stuff that's coming in, news, news is nonstop. You can always get you some. But if it is carrying you off into the rafters of anxiety and no peace, energy loss. If you are not doing something about the news that you're consuming, energy loss. If you are constantly in a state of disagreement or sadness, energy loss. All right. Folks who like to argue, I know some folk who love to argue, they think it's just this wonderful thing. It is an exchange, it's a very chaotic one. All right. And I'm speaking about the folks who yelling and carrying on and doing all that. Definitely an exchange. That's why they continue in that behavior because they can sense the exchange. Choose. All right. Boundaries. When I tell you this weekend, I got every phone call unknown to man. Hey, let's go here. Hey, let's do that. Ooh, what you doing? I mean, phone, 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 phone. And guess what I did? I flipped that bad boy over. You cannot, I can't even look at it because it's temptation. I want to go play. It's nice outside. But more than that, I understand my assignments. I know that I have been given the energy to handle my business. all right, to pour into these messages, to love people back to life. That's my work. I don't know what your work is. You're going to have to let me know in the chat. Or go ahead and send me an email to lifeissanctuaryxp@gmail.com. And I will read it and I will respond. All right. So know where your energy is designed to go. Once you've done a thing, you kind of get an idea of the energy that it's going to take. Let's give you a simple example: brushing your teeth. You know the energy that it's going to take to brush your teeth. Save those folks who are dealing with mental health issues and depression. That is a Herculean task for that population of folks. All right. Bear that in mind, have mercy on your people. For those of us who it is not a Herculean task, we know that it's a nominal amount of energy. I sing a song for my G babies if they're with me and we're brushing teeth together. Brush and floss it like I do. Fun stuff. Or you can brush your teeth, things like this. Okay, you know the energy that it takes. That is a matter of having fun. Most of us just do it in quiet. All right, and we're done. Okay. However, you have expended energy. Get it? But your return is right there on deck with what you've accomplished. Let that roll back on you. Get it? So it is that the energy goes and you welcome it back. All right. You want to develop that exchange. Energy out, guard and guide your output. Energy in, guard and guide your input. Set them boundaries. Say no. It is wonderful to say no. I say no. I say no without explaining. My no is absolutely the freaking no because I've passed through why I'm saying no. I don't just say no for no sake. I know exactly why I'm saying no. All right. So this is not an excuse for those who want to hide away from the world. This is not an excuse for those who have work and they don't want to do it. But this is definitely something to protect your mental health and your physical and emotional and imaginative creative wellness. Prior prioritizer, right? Rest. I'm a super villain with that one. I am getting better and better and better. I am in the boat with those of us who need to improve there. When I'm in writer's mode, I'm awake. I'm awake, wake, wake, and my body does cycle. There are seasons that I get to where it flips and I am suddenly a night owl and I can do everything overnight, everything, everything, everything. And in the morning, I'm just like, nah, okay. Or even if I try to press the issue during the day, nothing's moving. So move with your flow, know your body, know your times and your seasons. Yes, same time, whether you are resting at night or when the sun is bright out rising, prioritize that rest. Get you some rest. Know what your body needs to fully recharge. I used to love my rechargeable batteries. I used to love them things. I don't even know why it's so bad. I had different items, had a whole little box, put that bad boy in a wall, put my little rechargeable batteries in it, and I was ready. Okay. And there were certain times where I forgot to plug it in. So I put it in there for just a little bit and I only had a little bit of use. Do you get the picture? When you're plugging yourself in only for that little bit, but you know you're about to push 24, 15, 17, 12 hours of energy out and you have not replenished. Guess what you're doing? Losing energy. All right. We're gonna make it through this, and I am gonna just offer the olive branch now. There are ways to generate energy. What makes you happy? What are you passionate about? Like I mentioned earlier, singing in the bathroom with the G babies when we're brushing teeth, making fun and light of things. My love language is play. I freaking love to play. I sing and sing all day. I'm singing in my head even when I'm working. When I'm writing, there's music around somewhere too, a lot of times. Sometimes it's tone and meditation. These things, I know how to feed my spirit. Prayer, meditation, silence, the dark. I know how to feed my spirit. Have you taken time to learn how to feed your spirit, how to strike up and increase and send your energy to the sky? Have you learned those methods? If not, go ahead and get in touch with me so we can get this learning in place because look at where we are in the world today. I think it's so important to really look and understand what's going on around us. These are energy challenges too. This week alone, I've had twice where a ball of energy came to be in my space. All right. This energy was fully chaotic. It was concentrated storm and it had no direction. I had to capture that, okay? Reform it, clean it, shape it, and put it in a manner that it could be used. I can only do that because I've trained and learned how. When that stuff first started happening, I had no flipping idea what was going on. I just knew I felt chaotic. I just knew out of nowhere, and I am an empath. I knew out of nowhere I was feeling anxiety, sadness, pains in my body that didn't belong to me. If you do not understand that world, this is the time to understand it. For those who are coming from the church background, Christianity specifically, folks who move in the spiritual warfare zone, this is that time. All right. For those who come from religious backgrounds where they teach you to clean and to clear and to cleanse, this is that time. From those who come from religious backgrounds where they teach you to be still, meditate, chant, this is that time. Look at our world, not just our nation. And I know that there are several countries that come and partake. And thank you for being a part of SXP Metamorphosis 365. We welcome you, and I'm grateful everyone's here in the States and out. Look at our world. See the amount of rudeness, hatred, intolerance that is forming and shaping that chaotic add to an otherwise peaceful and zen energy. How do you manage this when it comes to your doorstep, the doorstep of your mind? How are you managing it? Because you're not blind or deaf. You have somebody who's in the military that you care for, that you're keeping covered in the blood of Christ, that you do not want to see go to war, but then you see a message that sure enough, that branch is being sent in to harm's way because someone is on a power trip. Okay. How are you managing your energy? It costs you. And that's why we're having a conversation today, because it does cost you. You are paying an energy bill, just like in real life for the adults. You are paying an energy bill. All right. Great part is this energy bill can pay you back if the big, hairy, juicy, ugly, veiny if you are investing it and using it and spending it wisely. That's the whole reason for the conversation, y'all. The whole reason, because it is for me to prepare you. It is for me to ask you these questions and stir your mind and to remind you of your power. That is this conversation. We are not weak in this. This is something we can do. This is within our wheelhouse to learn and to do. And for those who have learned, it's time to master it. It is that time where you speak and it becomes, where you plug in and someone is energetically filled to the brim because you are holding power down like that. You got it like that, and you can plug in and share. And then, too, it is for you to have people in your circle. There's this one particular human that popped right to mind. Oh my ever God, I'm so grateful to have her in my life because I know we charge one another fast. It's wild. And I'm grateful to have that. Didn't always. Didn't always. All right. Get those people in your life. And I'm right here. If you're looking for someone to guide you in the coaching end of things, come on. Let's talk about it. Come on. All right. Single task more. For my folks with ADHD, for my squirrels, for my, I got to do 17 things at once, people. I'm going to encourage you. I am not saying forever, ever, ever. I am saying for a time. For a time. Begin to focus fully on what you're doing. when I am writing the book. I take breaks. When I am on a break, I am focused fully on that break. I am not focused on the book. It must sit and wait for my focus to return. Okay? Same manner. When I'm focused on a book. Uh uh. Only those who have access to me can reach me. And even then, unless it is emergent, I am focused. When I do my meditation, phone goes on D&D so that I am not disturbed. Do you have times where you are not disturbed, where you cannot be reached or accessed? This is your life. You get to be a part of it and live it and enjoy it too. Be reminded. Move your body. For my house is move your body daily. Move your body. Move your body. Move your body. Hey, move your body. It's imperative. It is imperative. I used to walk 3 miles a day. I loved it. Then it went down to about a couple of times a week, 3 times a week. Then it went down. Then it went down. It stopped. I noticed the difference. I noticed a difference. So it is a practice and a priority. I've got to do something that has me moving my body, whether it is the bending, the stretching, the taking the long walks. And I love the walks because they are nature walks. I see all the beautiful things. I am a picture head, prior professional photographer. So, yep, I got an absorbent amount of photos. Absolutely beautiful ones. Okay. So find again, that is something that feeds my spirit. Find what feeds yours. Move your body, move your body, move your body. All right. Light activity. You would like to get your blood circulating, get that heat up in your body, get charged. All right. Warm up your heart. Circulation, and what it does is your mood and how you move through your day. For those of us who do and do early, you notice how your day goes a whole lot differently than when you don't. Clearer mind, heart more in tuned, ready, grounded, present, 100% on the court. All right. And there's my prodding. Get 100% on the court in the game of your life. Energy is a must. It's really not an option. Let's go on to the next point. Oh, and this is one of my favorites. The things that we say to ourselves. If you were to add a measure to every thought and let it count as a weight, how much weight are you carrying in your mind daily? Do the math. Freak yourself out a little bit. It's fun. Don't take it too hard or too hard, but do the math and understand what you're carrying, and then understand it from two lenses. One, the weight thereof, two, the power you carry. Because you're able to do that. Can you imagine if you begin to rewrite any of those negative weighted thoughts, positively charge them up, and reintroduce them into your being and let them ignite the fire in you? Can you imagine how healthy, how beautiful, how strong, how powerful, how loving, how harmonious, how happy you would become? All right. It is to be delved into, thought through. I am here to remind you. Reduce, 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 reduce. And I have practices to help remove, but that truly is something that we need to work together with. Reduce the amount of criticizing that you do concerning you. Let's talk about mirrors real quick. I have lovely people who can't look at them. Let me say that way, because I am that person. I'm going to press you. Go press the issue about you looking in the mirror and seeing you. You ain't going nowhere until you go somewhere. Avoiding you is not the answer. Appearances change over time. Things happen that change or disfigure. And at the end of the day, you're still you. You're still you. Still beautiful you. All right? When you sit there and offer the criticism, constant, constant. Maybe it is that someone wrote the script for you a long, long time ago, or even recently. They wrote the script once. Maybe they rehearsed it with you over some years. And then you accepted the script. It is now recorded within you, and you press play, press play, press play. Negative, 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 negative. You press and play. It is time to break that recording and re-record something that's going to be more aligned with who you are today. It's just time. This is that conversation that maybe you don't want to have. It is about your personal energy. It's time for you to stop avoiding it. Stop avoiding that truth and embrace it. Measure your inputs and outputs. Become aware of the conversations you got looping in your head. One of the main ways that I'll give you for the free.com, pen and paper. Sit still. Turn all the ping ring dings off and begin to think. Sit and listen to yourself. Sit still. No reading, no touching, no nothing. Sit still. The thoughts will begin to come. Write them down. Or if you're brave enough, this is for the brave people only. Get a recorder and begin to speak the things that are speaking to you. Not thinking, just listening and speaking only what comes. That is for the advanced folks. For those who are not as advanced, I encourage you, pen and paper. Very simple, very basic. Not going to cost you too much to do that, is it? It will cost you your attention. You must pay that. And then the energy that it takes to write, to think. Again, it all boils down to energy. All of it. All of it. The things that come, how you respond to them, it all boils down to that conversation. Some folks perceive God as energy. Energy is God. I like that. All right. Last point. People. The beautiful, wonderful people. Okay. You invest in people. You invest your time, attention, finances, energy, creativity, work, space. This is the natural cadence and course of life. This is what we do. I encourage you that if it's not the case, begin to shift into a world, a mind, a life where the majority of the people that you're investing your energy into are investing right back into you. Conversation for my people pleasers. Conversation for my givers. Are you being invested into by the people that you allow to plug into you? It is to be asked. It is to be explored. All right. And answered. This is measurable. This is doable. You are powerful. This is what you can do. There's no default conversation because this is actually it. Have the conversation that you've been avoiding with yourself. Evaluate your relationships and, baby, evaluate yourself. Find out who you are in this equation. Do the math. Do the math, do the math, do the math. Couldn't wait to get out of school because I was so over math. Got to college, had to do some more math. What do you know? Get the picture? Do the math. Get to life. And what do you know? Math is right back. And it's lovely. Make sure I gave you all the points that I intended to give you. Yep, mission accomplished. I have shared with you the fullness of the thought, all of those points, and it is my intention to evoke action in you. I ain't here to just inspire you and chit chat rile you up. I'm not on that. I am here to provoke and evoke and to pour into you and cause you thought. And my prayer is that that thought catches fire in you and that it burns so brightly you begin to get clarity like you've never had before. That is my hope for you. All right. There were other things that I wanted to share, but that is the main meat of the message. I'm going to offer a couple of other thoughts and then we're going to skate down the road. I think I shared the other one. Doodah, doodah. Media assets. I wanted to share this because this is the new intro. Let's see if it'll play. Do, do, do. Awesome. Brief changes, necessary changes. I'm excited and thank you to Sharente Carr, who provided such beautiful music. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. You are a light and a joy and a peace for me like no other. Inspiration station all day, all day. Thank you. And I appreciate the audit too. Audited my YouTube channel. I really appreciated that. Go ahead and share this with you guys as well. Okay. One more time, just for those in the back. Okay. So, oh wait, do we still have messages up? I gotta find it. So I could put it down. There it goes. All right. The last thing I shared with you was a quick card of services. I'll do it again because that message may have blocked part of the visuals. Go ahead and get a screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. If it is that you know full well you are ready, you have done the dance, the ring around the rosy conversation, you pull what I pull with the book. Oh, I'm gonna get coaching. Oh, I'm gonna get coaching. Decade goes by. Oh, I'm gonna get coaching. Oh, I'm gonna get coaching. Another decade goes by, and you still haven't gotten the help that you need. Knock it off. Knock it off. I knocked it off. So I am not. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. What I know. Go ahead and reach out for me. You want to text Coach Me to 321-443-2495. Again, slower. You want to text Coach Me. It is one word altogether. Texting it to 321-443-2495. Okay. Do so, do so. There's a couple of conversations in the water. May 7th. Share this one with you. Let's talk romance and reality. Definitely want to be a part of that. I do have the e-course booting up. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I do a lot of things, y'all, and I have over 10 books that I've written. I normally sell them directly. I have put one out there in the Amazon space. Hair's longer, gets caught in my sleeve sometime. And Priestly Goddess is available over on Amazon. For everything else, all the other fun works, whether it is poetry or training, you want to reach out to me, go ahead and shoot me a message. Let me know what you are in the market and mood for. I am a beast and a monster in several areas. I mainly focus in on growth, mindset, identity, okay? And the things that are attached to healing and lifting that. All right. I am the person to come see when it's time to unknot those knots in your spirit when it is time to be loved back to life, when you have seen the traumas that would have somebody else in the room shaking, and you know that you need someone who has the presence, the wherewithal, the know-how, the energy to come and work with you through that thing. Do not sit there and die. That is my admonishment. I know some wonderful, beautiful people in the coaching world. No shade. They offer services and then they kind of beat people up about not taking them. I ain't doing any of that. I'm going to approach you from this end. Please don't sit there and die with your work in you, with those books in you, with your music in you, with the things that you were meant to come and leave in this world. Don't take them when you go. Knock it off. That's what I'm going to come from, that position. I am worth my weight in gold and I charge reasonably. All right? Come get the help you have been praying and asking God for. Let the excuses die. That is what I will share with you. And I'll put this up one more time. Do, do, do. If you've not gotten to experience one of my 3-day in-persons, this is for the women though, only for the women. Women. Got it. If you have not come to break bread and sit the floor with me for 3 days, baby, you do not know what you are missing. The next 3-day opportunity is the second weekend of September. You want to be there. You want to be there. There really is no other. You want to be there. Come be loved back to life. Sunny, beautiful, warm Florida in the Clearwater Beach area. Okay. You want to be there? Come on, get it. We go to work. That said, I do offer firesides, and that is where you invite me to come be with you on your turf and territory with up to 9 of your people, and we go to work for a 1-day intensive. Options. There's some pop-ups. This is scheduled in between that, but for the most part, this is I have a room a year. Thank God for that. Okay. I've shared with you all I intended to share. Love you from my heart to yours. Grow intentionally. The e-course, I forgot to mention that. I don't think I loaded that. Maybe I'll load it for next Tuesday. Other than that, reach out to me. Life is Sanctuary XP at gmail.com. Super simple. Reach out to me on social medias. LinkedIn, Melikia K. Courtney. Facebook, Malikia.LadyMolotov. No, it ain't. That's Instagram. Facebook is just my name, Melikia K. Courtney. Got it? Let's talk, connect, have the conversations we need to have. If you would like to be a guest on this very podcast, let me know. I'd love to have you. Let's talk and see what you'd like to talk about. I'm interested. Okay. If you would like to run an ad as well, because we stream out to 13 places, I have a heavy, what is it, replay community. So the replays in, and then my podcast, it's wonderful. It goes to the Blast Media and then 13 other locations, and then other podcasters share things that I share. So that's pretty wonderful. A lot of numbers. I ain't saying all that here. When I know, ooh, I hear fun walking in the door. Perfect timing. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.